Okay, so we're going to start the raw blueberry cheesecake now. And it's really kind of easy. We're doing everything in a food processor step by step. So I have all the ingredients firstly here for my base, which includes pecans, dates, almond meal, cinnamon, and some coconut oil and a touch of salt. What I'm going to do is place all the ingredients into my food processor. Then I just have a plain ring. I'm going to press my base into my ring and then start the next step. Now you want quite a fine crumb because this is going to be the base of your cheesecake. So you want to make sure that it's sticking together when you push it together like that, as it is. If it doesn't, you can add a little bit more coconut oil. Quite simply, start with your hands like so. You want it nice and even because once the cake is turned out, you will see if it's not been done properly. Now I get a flat surface like a ramekin and press down. Okay, so that's step. All right, so now we're going to add, we don't need to clean between this step, the first and second step, we don't need to clean our food processor. At this point, we add all our cashews. Now the cashews I've actually soaked in cold water for 4 hours before I've done that to kind of rehydrate them a little bit more, and that's going to give us that cheesy texture. Then I have coconut oil, coconut milk, maple syrup, vanilla, and lemon juice, all in the food processor together. And mix. So the only thing I'm not adding to it at the moment is my freeze-dried blueberries. So adequately mixed until in a puree form. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to pour out, so I've got about 600 mils in volume because I've done double the recipe. So I'm going to pour out 400 into my cake, and then with the extra or the remaining 200 of my filling, I'm going to now add to the last bit my freeze-dried blueberries. So firstly, 400 in here. All right. Place back onto the food processor. Add your remaining blueberries, freeze-dried blueberries. As for this, what we need to now do, smooth it out, place it in the fridge to start setting. Wipe your edges down. So I'm going to start setting my cheesecake for approximately half an hour. I'm going to leave my blueberry layer outside of the fridge so it doesn't set. So after the half an hour, and then I'm going to put my blueberry layer on top of my white cheesecake layer. So I've got that beautiful purple color. So basically at the end product of this cake, we'll have 4 different layers. Leaving for approximately 20 minutes to half an hour, we'll let our first layer set, then we'll put our blueberry layer on. Then we've got to put it back in the fridge to set for another about an hour. Then what we do through the food processor, I've got fresh blueberries, chia seeds, and the juice of 1 whole lemon. And that will make our final layer for our cheesecake. So our raw blueberry cheesecake, I can touch the top and it's not coming off, so it's just firm enough now for me to put my next layer on. Now, as you can see, I've already filled up my cake. So what I'm going to do, make sure it's flat. All right, clean it down a bit. Back in the fridge. Now we're going to set it for at least a couple of hours, and what I'm going to do is then I'm going to put another ring on top and sticky tape it so we can put one more layer through. Where's your paper? Your plastic? Did you take it back up? The plastic for chocolate? Oh, acetate. Alright, so then we can fit our extra layer on top. Back in the fridge for a couple of hours to set, and then we'll put the last layer on. Pretty sure our cheesecake is set. Quite a beautiful cake, as you can see. And we've got 4 quite prominent different layers here.